Hey, this is Chad, and I wanted to talk about the secret of the law of attraction and how I think it really applies to some trends that are going on. Full name's Chad Hippis. I'm actually right from Wisconsin. I thought the internet's going to be a great way to reach out beyond where I am. A little bit of background about myself. First, I'm a guy who's always been sort of an entrepreneur. I'm also one of those guys that kind of gets sucked into some of the late night infomercials. I don't know if you're ever guilty of that, but I'm always one of those guys that I'm looking for something more or looking for the trend. It's not that I'm not happy what I'm doing or anything like that, but I've seen the ads about, place a tiny ad in thousands of different papers throughout the country, or Carlton Sheets and all the different real estate things that are out there. And I don't know why, but I've always been attracted to that kind of thing. I don't necessarily act on those programs or anything like that, but I was in a position where I work in advertising, and that industry has changed dramatically. And I see the writing on the wall with it. Things are changing, and I can either bury my head in the sand and pretend they're not there, or I guess change, which that can be hard for a lot of people to do. And quite honestly, I was in debt up to my ears. I'm married, I've got kids, and I was just looking to make a change and not have to, I don't know, I felt like I was maintaining my lifestyle at best, and I've always wanted more. So, through the law of attraction, I started kind of, I guess, thinking about some of this stuff and thinking, what can I do? And here I ran into a friend of mine that I hadn't seen in years. And he brought me up to speed with some trends that are happening as far as different endorsement type situations and affiliate programs, things like this. And again, like I said, that's a law of attraction. As he's telling me this, I'm like, wow, I didn't know this was going on. I thought you had to be like Tiger Woods to get some kind of endorsement situation with like Nike. And here there's a whole bunch of different things going on as far as what are called street teams, which I didn't know about. But street teams are essentially word-of-mouth advertising, which it's become huge. You can see, I don't care if you're into country, Rascal Flatts, if you're into rap or something like this, Eminem, they all have street teams. These big Fortune 500 companies are using street teams to get the word out there. But as he's explaining this to me, I'm kind of going, wow, that's fascinating. Yeah, I can see where that's working, and you get kickbacks, and it's pretty cool how everything's working out. And he said, well, here's the thing, though. Now you know, what are you going to do to take advantage of it? And I didn't have a way. So he and I sat down, we mapped out quite a few different things, and it's been just incredible. And I guess that's the next step for myself. I'm looking for people like me who I guess I'd describe as being hungry, and I don't mean dead broke or anything like this, not that there's anything wrong with that. I mean, if that motivates you, great. But people who are looking for something more, and they don't know how they're going to get it, and I may have an answer for you. They're the lookers, if you want to think of it that way. They are the people who watch the infomercials at night, just like me. So, if that's kind of who you are, I want to meet you, because there's a synergy that can happen, and it can mean a lot of money for both of us as a result of it. And typically what I do is I end up sitting down with people. I'll be at my phone. I'll give you a call. That way there's no charge to you whatsoever. I'll give you a call. You're by your computer. I'm by mine. I'll walk you through the different trends that we have right on screen. I can show you the companies we're working with, and they're going to be companies huge companies, what we're doing for them, and how we're making our money as a result of it. And it works out very, very well. To make it really simple and to avoid spam on my part, I set up a really simple email address just at Yahoo. It's chadsvideo@yahoo.com. Just because you're watching my video, chadsvideo@yahoo.com. And in the subject line, just put something like "Let's Talk" or something like that, so I actually know you saw and heard this. And what we'll end up doing is we'll talk to each other, and you'll end up talking to me. I'm not going to have someone else call you or something like that. It'll be me personally calling you. And you don't have to worry. I'm not a sales guy or anything like that. I'll make you aware of what's going on. And if you're like me, you'll get excited. If not, it's not a big deal. I made a friend somewhere. We part ways and wish each other well. No big deal whatsoever. But, like I said, if we decide to work together, there's huge money in it. And quite honestly, it's going to blow your mind. I don't think you're aware of what's going on. In fact, I'm quite positive you don't know what I know right now. I can tell you. Then you'll know, but until then, email me. We'll go from there, and I think that'll take care of it. Later.